So, today's episode is called Inspiration Manifestation, or as I like to call it, the Evil Dead episode. This vaguely parts of this episode reminded me of the Evil Dead movies. You know those movies, the ones directed by Sam Raimi, not that stupid remake. The ones about like this evil book that in the show sort of looks like the Bombonomicon, which is obviously a parody of the Necronomicon. And the host gets possessed by by magic. So here's how it begins. There's a carnival going on outside, and the puppeteer needs a good stage. Rarity puts on a stage, however, the stage isn't quite perfect for the big gigantic puppeteer, which surprisingly looks like a future version of Snips. If he actually had a job outside of saying Trixie's the best. And of course Rarity feels down and depressed. And obviously she's in her boutique crying and eating ice cream and apparently getting her mascara wet. I don't even know that actually existed in the world. But with that said, Spike literally goes to the old haunted castle, which, when I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, that castle from, what's that episode? Power Ponies. It's been a while since we've seen that thing. I mean, are they actually going to do anything with that castle? I mean, the last time we saw that place, they were trying to clean it up, but the next thing you know, they're just like, nope, forget that castle. We're just going to live the rest of our lives in Ponyville. Kind of inconsistent, don't you think? And the next thing you know, like, Spike literally winds up finding a little activation which leads to a big gigantic room that only has one book in there. When I saw the book, I'm like, it's the Necronomicon. There's no comparing it. It's the Book of the Dead. Well, more the Book of Inspiration. Actually, I think the book of the Manifestations a much better word. But luckily, Spike didn't have to say Klaatu Verata Nicto to pick up the book. Basically, he brings the book to Rarity, and the next thing you know, she turns into like this crazy, like, person with a million inspirations, does it all day, never gets any sleep. And there's like so many things that she does to the town. Literally turn some kid's birthday party into like some classy place. Like turns all the grounds into the yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz. Let's see. She turns the what was it? Well, Rainbow Dash is taking Cloud. She puts a dress on her. While she's at Fluttershy, she puts a bird in a like a little pony-sized, little bird-sized mansion. And it's just like, it's getting out of hand. It's like Twilight has to go in and out, just trying to help out the citizens. But while that's going on, Aloysius keeps popping up and keeps constantly telling Spike a lot of things. But of course, being Aloysius and an owl, he only says who. Sometimes I wish they invented animal translators for this world. I mean, if Fluttershy can understand animals, then clearly she needs to invent a translator for anyone. And so anyways, while she has this near suspenseful experience of basically turning the entire world into just this Rarity-filled place, reminds me of Hot Diggity Demon for some reason. Spike winds up saying the truth, and literally the spell is off a rarity, which apparently was one of the incantations while she was reading it. I'm surprised that no one even tape recorded that there wasn't even a tape player here that recorded the read-through of the book or where it even came from. It's just been sitting there for so many years. You might as well just call it the book of the manifestation. Anyways, the spell is off her, and Spike learns a lesson that you always have to tell your friends the truth, even if your friends go completely insane, which is a very good lesson. If I do say so myself. Who knows? Well, since we are nearing the end of these vlogs, I think we got about 2 weeks, I think, with the other one being the Equestrian Games, and then the two-parter Twilight's Kingdom episode, which will be next month. The episodes so far have been either mixed, positive, or they're the daring don't. Which daring don't should have never existed. But with that said, this episode, this Evil Dead-like episode deserves for me a 9 out of 10. I mean, no one who has never seen any of the Evil Dead movies probably would have never thought of this connection. I mean, I caught the connection literally by the time Spike caught the book and everything. So, that said, before the finale, here's some news for you. If you like this video as well as a bunch of other ones, support me on Patreon, which I will put in the link in the description below, or I'll put it as an annotation, don't know where. But with that said, see you guys next week as I take a look at the latest episode, as well as, let me tell you this, the results of the voting for the title of the Brony documentary that I've been planning for so many years. Really, months. Well, that's it. I'm the Ferb Guy, and I'll see you guys next week.